Here we are, ASAP in for the demo of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, Capcom. But first, a quick tour.
This is Jova's 3DS.
Yes.
Also, read your notification, Jova.
Right, I'll get around to doing that.
Project Cross Zone 2.
Foreshadowing.
More
Possible
foreshadowing.
There you go.
They just reused the same voice clip from the Dual Destinies 3DS menu trigger.
Alas. Take that!
You only limited the number?
Hey Jova, I used
The demos on the eShop Teo have limited uses.
Not all of it.
Hey Jova,
Believe me.
I used the Mood Matrix 3DS thing when I was playing this demo earlier.
Nice. Time
So
for
I
new
had-
game.
There you go.
Alright then.
Okay, let's see the trailer.
Or rather the intro.
On the western edge of the Far East.
Subtitles.
Alright. One minor nitpick that I have is that, okay, really good that you're doing this,
As a
but
peaceful
you
country
should
of
take a
spirit,
cue from
mediums, and
level
mysteries.
5s and put the
The
subtitles
kingdom
on the
of
bottom
Wright.
screen so that we can fully see the movie. And the subtitles will be on the black screen.
Now,
I'm
the
totally
flames
not
of
wondering
making
if they're gonna
sure, I
actually-
swear.
Yeah,
are
I wonder if they're gonna
threatening
give you an option
to
to, like, you know,
consume it
remove
whole.
the subtitles in the full game, maybe.
Probably, but I want there was subtitles. It's just that I kind of wish they would take advantage of the
But
fact that there's
things
something
like
going on in the black
revolt,
screen,
revolution.
in the bottom screen, and put the subtitles there. That's just what I'm saying.
So yeah, in the first
Direct
game
to
we
the
started
spirit.
off with an explosion, and now we start off with
were
a
the
full
furthest things from
revolution.
my mind when I
Because
first
why not?
arrived in this land.
1 month prior.
In a nice, quaint little village.
Nice! Maybe. Quaint. Maybe.
Get it, country. And he's from the big city.
And there is, I'll be your guide.
Episode 1, The Foreign Turnabout. Okay, Dwebs, you're up.
I love that pun.
Alright,
And I hate that pun.
alright. Here we go.
Okay. He's too.
Here in Karain, death
Karain.
is not the end. Whatever. Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm.
What, the Twilight Realm? Why are you bringing Twilight Princess into this? Like,
Death can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother.
Do. You're entering a world that is mysterious.
Fear only the impurities of your soul. Whack.
With
Ow.
death.
Thud. Da 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 da. Da.
Dumb.
Now with 3D motion capture.
Oh, damn it. This bite of my soul. I'll have the child take the blame.
Thanks, Jesus.
so wait, does this mean that in this game we're going to go into an alternate dimension that's incredibly devoid of color, boring, and overall just stupid?
Your mileage may vary on that, but
Probably.
yeah, maybe. My name is Phoenix Wright. And I'm a great lawyer. Well, that's what I do back home anyway.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm just a traveler. A stranger in a strange land.
Sometimes you're a baker.
It's like that every day.
I do that on weekends.
This is the Kingdom of Kurine, land of spirit mediums and mystery. Not to be confused with Karain, which is apparently the sister kingdom. I was going to take it easy. Maybe take in a few sights until...
And try and see if a friend of mine is okay.
Yeah, that too.
Basically, this is a country, whereas the village of Kurain is just a village.
My cheery guide, I'll be your guide.
Oh.
Oh, Tio, you should see some of the other names in this demo.
Was suddenly arrested for murder. Poor kid. I couldn't just leave him to his fate. So,
Or
what
could you?
else? I took up his defense.
The latest victim was a guy named Ian Grave. Get it? Ian Grave?
Little did I know just how foreign this country's court system would be.
That's an actual name of a murder victim in this game.
Well, we do have a character named Deed Man. Talk about culture shock.
Was my joke really that funny?
No, she's laughing
No.
at the actual name of
Yeah.
the character called Deedman.
No, Shiro is laughing at my
April
suffering.
24th, 10:42 a.m. High Court of.
I have a very love-hate relationship with puns. Mostly love.
Okay, am I the judge or is Tio?
It's
Tio
me.
is.
Oh, foreign lawyer, let me make this crystal clear to you.
Obviously,
We-
this is omitting some
You have
parts.
no need for defense attorneys here in the Kingdom of Kurain.
Did we skip
Fuck
off?
off. Yeah, fuck off.
So we skipped a scene. It's like
Demo.
All of our verdicts are guided by our royal priestess, her benevolence Princess Wright.
I'll give you the FYI right now,
Whatever.
Dwibs. There's
The chick
obviously
with the
scenes
stick.
that are omitted for the sake of this being a demo.
Her divination senses, whatever it's called,
Sounds-
determine all.
so. She's the daughter of Sybil Trelawney.
Sure, why not? But I can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody
seems to be
standing in Albie's
Just as
corner.
bad at her job.
Yeah, but hey, don't worry. You're you came from Emma Thompson. You'll be all right.
If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll be his attorney.
And once again, Jove is using his older Phoenix.
Very well.
Yep.
It is a little unorthodox, but I will allow it. Most unorthodox, not a little.
Horror.
Because you're a foreigner and you're too lazy to understand our customs.
I hope you're prepared for the consequences as well.
If you lose, we'll shoot you in the
Off
head
with his
right here
head.
and now.
Pretty much. They even have bailiffs with guns.
Yes, you.
Yeah, that's you.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, to think you would dare go against her benevolence and me, gasp and pain.
Oh no, I have to worry about pain.
Again.
Oh,
I see you are as foolhardy as ever.
I love
Pain
this.
is-
I love what Phoenix says here.
Here we go.
No matter, you will learn the hard way what it means to defend someone in this country.
I love this bit
When
coming
is
up.
my
Phoenix
job
Joker.
never the hard way? Oh wait,
Okay.
that's right, when I'm going up against a pain. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Have we met before? Or are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Once again, the
Timmy-
peace makes no impression on it.
To be fair, it's not Winston, so I guess it makes sense that Phoenix went to start all over with remembering. Not that now's the time for that.
Yeah, I've always wondered whatever happened to Winston.
He retired. At this point, he probably retired.
Yeah. Humiliated.
Well,
albeit,
he
but
grew more hair.
retired.
He grew more hair in Apollo Justice, so maybe he wanted to retire so he could keep it. Just you watch. That defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it.
Jesus Christ, the crowd is really pissed in this
First
game.
defense devil.
You know what my headcanon is the fact that this whole kingdom of Kurine hates lawyers because of
They're
what
more
happened.
aggressive than they were in Labyrinthia.
Yeah, you know what my headcanon is? It's that these people hate lawyers because of DL6, which kind of made a mockery of spirit channeling. And, you know, because
Certainly,
of the
your
lawyer.
majesty.
It would make sense. Yeah.
What's better than my head?
Charged with the cruel crimes, lacerny, and murder.
What's better than my head cannon, Jova? You know what my head cannon is? They hate lawyers because a lawyer killed one of their royal family.
Anywho.
Was
Also,
stolen
oh.
Something was stolen from a treasure room at Temple.
It was a treasure orb.
I can't.
Oh, keep going, Tia.
Along with the empty treasure box
Or they're gonna make a pun of the treasure box too. One of those
was the dead body of Mr. Patro. The dead body of a temple security guard, which has no name at all.
Admittedly, the fan-made localization of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 also made a pun similar to that.
Here is one the thief who stole the treasure.
Well, Theo, I mean, every single yokai has a pun in its name, and you
I
don't
know, but it
think
doesn't
about
hurt
that.
this way. These are now with the resin evidence, the victim's autopsy report and crime.
His name was Dan Thief.
Okay.
Crime photo added to the court record.
More than one piece of evidence.
I should be able to check out the evidence by looking in the court record. I'd better take a good look at it all. later.
And knowing me, as soon as the court record came up, I just pressed the button immediately.
And what was the weapon used in this heinous crime, Mr. Payne?
The victim was bludgeoned to death with the treasure box itself.
Bludgeoned with the very thing he was protecting. The irony.
Fatality.
It's almost an anvil of irony.
Okay. As you can see here, it's covered in blood. Okay. Since you seem to be shamelessly uninformed, allow me to share this newspaper's article.
He's loving every minute of this.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh, that's the article containing the only public photos on the box in existence.
Remember this, this will come in handy later.
Well, obviously one of a kind.
Indeed. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Bathroom break. Bathroom break.
It's forbidden for everyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself.
And out of bounds for anyone who does not want to suffer a death most cruel.
Which is what makes these photos so special.
Aww. I guess that there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home too.
Yeah. They stole 2 copies of the National Treasure movies and they're keeping them safe in that box.
For the sake of everyone else, I hope. Your Majesty,
Yeah, for the sake of humanity.
the prosecution would like to call the accused as our first witness.
But how can they keep all the DVDs and Blu-rays and digital downloads in the box?
Very well. Accused, you will take the stand. They bury them like Atari did with the AT cartridges.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Shiroi, you're up.
Or what,
Accused.
what,
State
they
your name
tried to do with
and again,
PT.
if you would.
Alright, Shiro, you're up.
Okay. I'll be your guide, sir.
Ah, what a
I like
lovely
the
name.
Not saying anything.
Yeah. Tio's tiny page.
I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too.
Yeah.
I would compliment
Yep.
that. The amount of silence is foreboding. Don't worry, Helpy. I'm here to defend you.
Fuck you!
Good luck with that. Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer.
By the way, what is he holding?
You'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. You knew it was important.
Yes, it is. A lot of stuff's important here.
You tricked me.
Excuse me, what?
Huh? Yeah, what?
If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that box. So, thing.
Whatever.
Read.
He's so betrayed that he's not even thinking straight.
I feel so betrayed.
You betrayed me!
Albie, what's gotten into you? A few centuries of religion, it seems.
Don't talk to me. You disgust me.
Jesus.
Ouch. That may be the most hurtful thing a client has said to me, even after having Manangard as a client.
And even, being someone as stubborn as the Sky Major Sister.
Yeah. Now even Albie's
I
against me?
said it's a kid. You know, it's just...
This must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loafed by a client.
Actually, no.
No,
Yeah?
really?
Really?
Matt on guard.
Manangard didn't loathe him. If anything, he loved twisting him under his finger. Although I guess he loves him after he got
Well
found
then,
guilty.
accused, please give this court your testimony. I want to tell us what you were doing at the time of the crime.
And please don't lie. It'll only make your case look worse.
Okay.
But first, look at our new game over animation.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, really? You have to show that off first.
Yeah, save the better
That's
ending
enough.
for later.
I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. This court finds the accused, the boy,
Guilty.
With a
Aladdin's
new fancy,
Guilty.
with a new fancy font, nonetheless.
looks like someone from Sonic and the Secret Rings.
And now back to our actual main playthrough.
Oh, what the hell? Oh,
Witness testimony. You're up
The
there, right?
accused's account.
I didn't kill Mr. How do I say it?
Roll.
Mr. Roll.
Rawl.
Roll. I didn't steal the treasure.
Patch roll.
I'm just glad they didn't call it roll down.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room.
Raises a good point.
I wonder if the cross-examination things are going to be different depending on what court you're in.
They are. Oh wait, no.
I've never even
Actually,
seen
they
the
aren't.
treasure box with the
Oh.
green Karine
Chinese.
butterfly on it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Karine.
mate, either you can see colours that we can't, or
The incident occurred after the Dance of Devotion, right?
Yeah.
Right.
However, Dweebs, the court begins themes are different.
okay.
Dance of Devotion?
What's a paladin? You mean you don't know?
Well, it's gonna have to do a lot to overcome.
The Dance of
dual
Devotion that is performed by
destinies.
Henry Benevolence to song the ceremony.
It's gonna have to do a lot to outdo Dual Destinies as court opening theme.
It's only the mercy of any credits tour.
As a... that sour-faced girl from earlier? I can't see her dancing to anything, to be honest.
That's
And
racist.
you'll-
Well,
actually,
fuck you too.
actually, Phoenix, you'll be right. Because later on, she's not going to dance to anything.
You disappoint me, defense.
I've been
Penalty.
a bad tourist.
Penalty.
Ah!
Expect you to study and memorize these lyrics, shit post face.
Well, it's not-
Yeah, those lyrics. I read those lyrics. Those lyrics are terrible. Whoever wrote those lyrics is a shitty songwriter.
Admittedly, it's an English
saying.
translation. The song performed during the Dance of Devotion includes an English translation.
Now,
But
your
Joe-
cross-examination.
But Jova, how come it's not full of typos?
Oh, hold on, Joe. So basically, what you're telling me, Joe, is that what we have here is one of those mid 2000s anime song rough translations that sound read completely nonsensical.
Well, I guess, although be it the language itself is fake, so who knows how it sounds in Kuranese.
That's what you get when you hire Ted Woolsey as your bard for your.
No, excuse
song.
me.
Admittedly, Teo,
I love Ted Wolf. Thanks very much.
and
Yeah,
admittedly,
that makes more sense, Pedro, because in that case, the lyrics wouldn't be crap, but you will actually like them.
Teo, Kuranese was also a thing in the Japanese version. Yeah, it's a made-up language in both the original version and this localization.
Alright, autopsy report. Is it updated?
Let me check.
You're never going to let that go, are you, Tio?
Never.
Well, again, there's a lot of stuff I don't let go either, so...
And considering how much the autopsy report does get
trust me.
updated,
But I know.
forced open and its contents stolen, this is the only way anyone from the public can see it. And now for the lyrics.
So it's kind of like
Can I read it,
like
Jada?
the meteorite
Alright.
gem from the Arabian City.
I'll try and ham it up. When Dragon and Tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mimitar, the favor of the orb is bestowed. What the fuck am I reading here?
The
Meet
song
them,
that's the most nonsensical songwriting I've ever seen.
Actually, that sounds like generic Chinese prophecy ever. Most
Don't disturb the harmony of ice, fire, and thunder. But then the curse will destroy the world, and the earth will be left for ash. Is that how it says?
Rafa Padma Karain.
No, never mind. It's the earth will turn to ash. That's the line. There you
The
go.
earth refused to die.
Alright. Gasp and pain, and there's Pat Roll. Pat Roll.
Oh, wait till you guys see some of the other localized
And I
names.
thought King's Quest had cured my disease for, puns. The ride never fucking ends.
That's the danger in getting
especially with a
stoned.
turn.
Also, obligatory
Stone.
showing of the backlog feature.
Oh,
Because
we have
it's one of the free DS ones. Yes, like in Dual Destinies, when you press Y, you can take a look at a backlog and look at text that you read previously.
Here we go.
Which saves you the
That's very
trouble.
useful.
Cross-examination.
There we go.
Yeah, cues to count.
Blah, blah.
Also,
yeah, we
this
got-
may be
yeah.
a contender for my favorite Moderato cross-examination theme yet. Hold it! I believe you didn't do either of those things, Albie. Your guide.
Dot, 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 dot.
You do? But you're a lawyer. Of course you'd say that.
So what?
Remember, Tio, that lawyers are the devil.
Admittedly, a lawyer did sort of cause spirit channeling to be made a mockery, so if that were the reason, well, I can't half blame him. Apparently, the memo didn't get around to Curain, though that Phoenix was the one who gave spirit channeling back its dignity.
The final
Reminds me-
the final boss is the summoned spirit of Von Karma acting his revenge or something.
I wouldn't be
me of that
surprised
scene in-
with how many characters are returning for this game.
Yeah, Pedro?
Reminds me of that scene in Hook where like, we don't teach pirates, and then he's like, I'm not a pirate. It just so happens that I'm a lawyer. And then Rufio's like, kill the lawyer!
So wait. The writers got their inspiration from Hook.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Like,
Don't lump me in with that lawyer.
That reminds me, who wants in on that movie?
Me.
Sure, why
me,
not?
why not?
I've done Pan, so yeah.
I'm not lying. I didn't steal anything and I didn't kill anybody.
Sure you didn't.
Well, look at him. Does he look like a killer to you?
Remember, Dwibs, we all
Dwibs,
watched...
You're literally using the logic Edgelord was trying to use in Turnabout Samurai. Shame on you.
Good point. Not to mention the fact, we all watched Good Son. We clearly know that a preteen is capable of murder.
Hey, Jova, don't fuck with me.
Hold it! You're not allowed to go near the treasure room. Why is that?
I am forbidden from talking to lawyers.
It's a rule of the temple. They keep a lot of important things in that room.
Yeah, you think with them hating lawyers so much, you think they do what they did in stuff like the Star Trek or even Stevens movie even, but they just turn their backs to the guy and just ignore him.
Apparently they need to purge the world of them.
Oh, sorry. Yes, like the Thunder's Orb in particular. Only the real family may lay eyes on it.
So
What
was it a
happens if
ruby
someone else
orb or
does?
or a sapphire orb?
Emerald.
Say that anyone with our spiritual power will instantly go overline. So it's really like the black meteorite from that Arabian city.
No joke, it's an emerald orb.
Of course.
What you mean a Chaos Emerald?
Yeah.
I heard you wouldn't be blinded if you just looked at the outer treasure box.
Technicalities.
Who did this localization again?
Janet Sue and her team.
Yeah, Janet Sue, veteran Ace Attorney localizer.
Okay.
And oh boy, does she seem to be on her A game with this one.
But I've never been anywhere near the treasure room. I'm too scared.
And when it comes to the puns, a lot of these are actually translations of the original meanings of puns in the Japanese version, so Yamazaki can also share the
Plot
puns.
twist. Albie pulled a Cartman and swallowed the treasure so that no one would find it.
Well,
It's
guys,
a 30 edition.
You've got to believe me.
Well, apparently, I'm sorry, kid, but the divination pool of water over there says you clearly killed the man. Please take this seriously.
Oh, Joe, I have a hard time taking this seriously because of the weird ass names.
Whatever. This is common.
Hold it! Actually, believe it or not, I actually met a guy today called Jason Killings. So
Well,
yeah,
there's a wrestler called
Wow.
Killings.
Wow, that's even less subtle than calling someone Joel Rifkin. Like, at least Joel Rifkin only Americans will get. That's even. Jeez.
See, there's a
relief.
relief of the Chinese butterfly on the treasure box.
Yes, but is it green?
Oh,
It's black and white, actually.
this design here carved on the back of the box.
Yeah,
I
the first
see it.
contradiction is incredibly obvious.
Albie, think about what you said earlier in your testimony. You said
I will
the
give
green
Ace Attorney
is
6
not
credit,
correct.
though.
The
It does.
secret butterfly is said to carry the soul of Mitama, or of the departed.
Yep. I will give this game credit, though. It makes sense for a 9-year-old to slip up like that.
Yeah,
Is that how old he is?
Yeah, he's 9.
a police officer in his 30s, on the other hand.
For Maluk that cradles the Mitama and carries it to the Twilight Realm.
Well, at least
Oh,
it's
come on, leave Gumshoe alone.
A lot of characters in this series always look younger than they always are younger than they look. Like, for example, Rafa is only 14 years old, even though she looks older than that.
Oh my god, I just realized.
Young as the judge bench.
What?
Rafa is officially the youngest rival now, being 14.
yeah,
Joyful.
the rivals. Yeah, it's like what the zombie said in a comic. The
Well,
rivals-
technically, she's not a prosecutor, so does she count as a rival?
Apparently,
they
she's
don't
billed as a
really-
rival opposite of Phoenix.
eventually Phoenix is gonna have a rival who's like 4 years old.
Especially
I'll be
since
surprised at this point.
Rafa pulls a lot of the weight when it comes to this particular court case, apparently.
You know what they could do, Dubs? They would have like a 5-year-old prosecutor, and they call him the Mozart of prosecutors or something.
Well, we can't have the Napoleon of crime because Moriarty took that. So
That outburst.
What
earlier-
what punny name would they name the kid though?
I don't know. If I find any.
I got it.
What?
Young person.
Ha.
Okay,
Oh,
now
oh,
it's time
oh.
to point out what's wrong here.
I could have made these names up. Just
Alright, yes.
here we go.
Here we go.
Objection! Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me?
Because I
How
hate
could
you.
you do this to me?
Because I hate you. You're a lawyer.
So, you say you never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right?
It's a good.
You're lying. You never saw it.
It's a good job, Keanu Reeves.
That's right. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Go on, sorry.
Me or do it? Okay.
It's forbidden, so I'd never do that.
It's a good job Keanu Reeves isn't here because he's played a lawyer or two.
Focus.
You know what we need? Jim Carrey, the lawyer.
No, I got it though. He'll turn into his John Wick persona
In that
and then
case-
kill everybody.
In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly?
Ha!
Wait, did that bag just move on its own?
Is there a person or an animal inside?
There you go, dude. Teo,
I-
actually.
I saw the picture of it in the newspaper article.
That doesn't explain what we just said.
Poor kid. Logic doesn't work that way. Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white.
Fuck logic. I can see the past in my magic water pool.
You couldn't possibly tell what color the butterfly is from these pictures.
What? Ah!
Oh, good timing,
Well.
Nana.
Oh, hello there.
Hi, doggy.
What
Nana
the?
wants to play the doggy.
That would be
But I'm
funny.
the doggy.
Too late. We got an actual dog.
Apparently, Nana
What's the bad
disagrees.
word?
Is that a Koreanese for a curse word?
You'll
What
see.
is
Kind
going
of.
on?
Kind of. It stands for the a surprise reaction, basically.
Aw. How cute.
Are you competing with Menadwibs?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow.
Shadow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hold
the game
on to
that-
darkness, throw it all
Game-
away.
Hold out the darkness of those who
What is
Oh god,
this?
that one is
Well,
terrible.
Pugs.
the game that broke Theo.
And it's just the demo.
Come on,
So-
Theo. You're a King's Quest fan. At this point, you should be immune.
I know, and that's the problem. It's still not ready.
So that's what was making his bag move.
Jesus. Anyway, oh holy mother! I thought my heart was about to stop for a second there.
Wow, he's in sync with you.
Oh, and for a foreign lawyer, Polunka is what we say when we are surprised.
Polunka.
Oh, there you go.
Welcome, Carl.
Oh, how nice. I see. Well, that was rather surprising.
At least they didn't make the joke about Phoenix, confusing it for a hiccup or a sneeze.
I can't believe he explained that word to me. Is His Majesty secretly a language nerd?
Oh, it's like entangled. My name is Rapunzel. Gesundheit.
Then, the accused has seen the murder weapon in person before.
Uh-oh.
Which just makes him more suspicious than ever.
See, witness, this is what happens when you lie and you're the defendant. Which makes things worse than ever. Albie. Please, give only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Oh, sorry, that always happens whenever I say tell the truth.
It didn't happen that time. That means fuck you, lawyer.
Well, thinking about it, there's no need for anyone to put a dog. The dog is voiced, so.
Yeah, I forgot. Well, actually, there are some.
If I wasn't voicing the dog, I wouldn't be voicing anybody in this.
That too. And if it's like the crossover and eventually they do that, it would probably be best to have someone play the dog because of sections like that. But even a kid like Albie hates lawyers. What could have happened?
I suspect that this cross-examination section has served no purpose whatsoever.
Wait, Joe, I got an idea. I could translate what the dog's saying.
But armed as we are with his benevolence's insight, there's no reason to doubt its guilt.
Then why do you have trials in the first place?
AKA Miss Full of Shit, as I've now dubbed her after playing this demo.
Miss Full of Shit.
Yes, Miss Full of Shit. That's her name from now on. Full of Shit.
I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. You see, Dwibs, we're not a barbaric society. We still have to hold trials, no matter how much of a kangaroo court they may be.
Sure.
Very well.
If I was the judge, I was like, I could let you do that, but I'd rather just kill you instead. Everybody, murder the lawyer.
Pay $5 for the divination DLC.
Thankfully, this judge and the court play by the rules.
Mostly.
Let's go for benevolence perform the divination seance again.
Okay, Pedro, you're up.
Sorry, Phoenix, but in order
after your tearful bags for mercy, I really do have to be going.
Sorry, Phoenix, but in order to get past this part, you have to buy a DLC that will come only to exclusive fans and shit.
The only tearful bags are going to be coming from the prosecution when we're through. Oh, Phoenix is confident as ever. Then again, with how long he's been a lawyer.
Yeah. A few years with a gap and then another few years.
Oh, hello there.
Pretentious levels rising. There she is. Her benevolence.
Yeah, benevolence. I got another name for her, but Barb-headed attorney.
Everyone always comes up with a new joke about the hair.
Get it because of his spiky hair. I'm smart in my quick retorts. I am told you question the veracity of the secret divination seance.
I think Pedro really likes this character.
Well, it's evil Maya. Why wouldn't he?
Rest assured, you will soon see the error of your foolish ways.
Okay, the evil love child of Maya and Francisca.
By whacking you with my stick.
Oh my god, it's Francisca von Karma and Godo's love child.
Now, man, your benevolence. The divination seance, if you will.
It's the love of Godo and Francisca von Karma.
Nina, my robe.
And my staff.
Nina, my robe.
Here.
Thank you.
See ya.
Plot twist, the maid is real.
Okay, this dance, I gotta say, this dance is a bit weird for a few.
Holy Mother,
wait, hold on.
we hold this divination
Wish
seance
granted,
in your
Pedro.
name.
We now have interactive voice acting within the game.
I'll wait till
Let
wait for
the eyes
the
of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped.
But our ears never stop. Unless you're deaf.
O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me,
But I don't want to go to you, I just want to get some rest.
so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
My final memories are private, damn it. I was enjoying my death. I don't want to say it. Okay, let me just say, this is a bit weird. I mean, her dance is a bit... Okay, my problem... Okay, I've got a couple of problems. Her dance is way too long, in my opinion. And also, the court now all of a sudden has no people in it.
That is weird, since when we first saw this originally.
They're going for that thing where, because she's concentrated on the dance, the whole world blacks out for her. Kind of like when Phoenix is concentrating.
That too,
that's what they're going for with the black screen.
The dance is still a bit long.
Weird as well.
Granted, you can skip it as it says there, but yeah.
The problem is that the choreography is so bland. Seriously, get the people from Dream 5 to choreograph this. The choreography is much more interesting than this.
This is just generic
Look at this.
Generic fancy dance.
Her dance is
The music reminds me a bit of Nearbo.
This doesn't even look like an actual professional dance. It looks like someone who's on YouTube who shot themselves dancing. It's like something from even the Star Wars kid dances better than this.
I don't know about you, Jova, but the fusion dances from Steven Universe are much better than this.
Yeah,
they're not
to
even.
mention her vacant expression gives me horrible food fight vibes.
Since you mentioned fusion dance, Shiro, I'll go even one step further. The fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z was more interesting to watch this, and that was meant to be ridiculous as a joke.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah.
Thank Jova, please, when you record this, please tell me you'll be skipping these as soon as we've seen one of them all the way through.
I don't know, because I've heard that apparently the dance may get more elaborate and change with each trial, so it apparently does get better or something. But if it doesn't, then I'll probably do something like skip.
Alright, who's playing the victim?
That would be Shiroi.
Incense.
No, but again...
Ceremony.
No, the victim doesn't say anything in the actual
Well, I
text.
guess these words are the things the victim is saying.
No, it's not. No, it's not actually. You'll see. They're going to explain what these words are.
Pain.
I actually really like this new. The only real thing. It sounds like a bit of a just a reskinned Mood Matrix kind of a way, but it does enough different stuff.
And also,
message from the victim's soul, the last communication of his metama.
Also, I gotta say, Torchwood did this thing a bit low. Torchwood did the whole get the last thing from the victim before he died. And basically, in an episode of Torchwood, a dead victim, what they do is they revive just for a little bit so he can tell them what happened and how he got killed, so they can narrow the suspect list down.
Admittedly, if they did literally just that with this court system, then, well, obviously the trials would go a lot more easier because, well, basically in this case...
there is a bit way to create drama. The dead person could be lying.
True, that too, although how do you
know that's not going to happen in the full game?
Yeah. Also, to be fair, without spoiling anything, that would kind of be retreading on territory Ace Attorney's already covered.
Anyway,
I just Torchwood facts is all. Anyway, go on.
This is consistent with the findings of a police investigation.
I'll be right back. Anyway, got some stuff I gotta take out.
I'll give credit to the seancing. It starts off simple, but actually when you get into it, it's actually kind of neat and complex. But we'll let the game show.
You have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight realm. Haha! You see, Phoenix, if you don't manage to get this right, I'll send you to the Twilight realm and you'll be forced to stay in a world that looks so ugly and fugly that even a Wii U remaster can't make it look appealing. If you think my insides contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it!
With a children's card game.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
And now, here's how it goes. Basically, they interpret what the victim's last moments were like.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head.
Okay.
With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life.
Alright then.
Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion?
The inconsideration. Yeah, that lyrics I have to memorize.
Actually, that's the Song of Ceremony, not the Dance of Devotion.
No. The song is performed during the Dance of Devotion.
These are the victim's experiences just before his death. I know I don't have any proof of what I'm saying, but just trust me, it is.
Well, it's all a theory, which totally isn't doubtful. As the victim's final moments, we can be confirmed they're not lying. Yeah, that's another thing I actually like about it. See, whereas the ghost could be lying, in this case, what we're seeing is definitely true. It's really
Well, actually, Joe,
interpreted wrong.
it's not the ghost that I'm accusing of lying. It's her. I'm just asking.
Oh, I get that. I was talking about
all of these benevolence people say they can see that. How do we know this is not just some kind of elaborate trick? Everybody just buys into this.
Basically, the whole court gets to see it, and Rafa, who's the princess and has the authority, gets to interpret.
Okay. So basically, it's believe me, or you'll be burned at the stake. Basically, okay.
That, or they're just cult following brainwashed.
Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls.
Interesting.
You see, you guys in the city have TVs, but on your TV you cannot smell what's going on. We can.
Of course.
Because we totally need a smell-o-vision.
So, what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses appears in the vision as words, right?
There you go, Theo. Precisely.
Okay.
And by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity.
For these final moments, the victim assumed more polygons and went able to express his emotions.
Pedro, can I ask you a question?
Yes, Dwebs?
Why do I get the feeling that, from what we know of Rafa so far, this sounds like a character you really won't like?
Well,
the way she
obviously,
talks, the way her attitude.
Well, here's the thing. We still don't know the full picture. I still want to play the whole game before I make my final judgment on her.
Besides, Dwebs, the whole character who starts off as a dick and yet becomes your friend later. You see, there's one of the best things Japanese writers tend to do is they have a character hold on, I need to explain mechanics. Okay. I'll use these arrows to select the insight I think is off. Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. I can't
say, Pedro.
Oh, no, let Joe finish this.
Now, I'll just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll tap Select, the X button.
Or just tap the screen.
Now, here's how it goes. Wait for it. There! This is it. This is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now, I just select the sensation I think is inconsistent, and then press X to present.
No, not that one!
No, not that one. That one. Objection! Wait just a moment.
Yes? What is it, Barbed Head? That's my nickname for you, and I'm sticking to it.
Fine. You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right?
Well, would you prefer if I call you Sir Blue Knight?
Actually, I might like that.
About Sir Baker?
Yeah, Sir Baker.
Don't ever talk to me again.
Baker.
That is right. What of it?
Well, if we're all through with the name-calling, then isn't it strange that Mr. Roll could still hear the Song of Ceremony?
At least it's not called Roll Call.
That's my nickname for call.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Thank you, George
my
Takei.
Yeah, George Takei all of a sudden.
You know what that means, Joe? That means that we're going to have someone... That's enough! Is that all that troubles you?
Oh no!
I have my own exclamation voice clips too.
Oh goody! Yeah, that's another way I can tell you're gonna be my rival.
What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. How convenient.
I'll say, practice run. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when I saw that bit, I was like, "Oh fuck you."
Well,
you see, I used my magical powers to predict that the fact that she would be the defense attorney and you would go to the suggestion. So I intentionally went out of my way to make sure the contradiction would be just false. That's how awesome I am.
Okay.
Go ahead, Theo.
During this time, the song singers were practicing in the performance hall.
Yeah, basically, he just overheard something. It doesn't mean anything. Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate this statement.
Dang
Are
it.
you sure about that?
Again, never mind the fact that I'm dubious at best.
I see. So what the victim heard was was the practice session.
Ugh, there goes my contradiction.
Down the toilet, Phoenix. A most exquisite rebuttal, your benevolence.
Well done.
Tips Fedora.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Sorry.
So, now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please revise your insight for us? Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? My insights are perfect. They don't need to be revised.
Well, too bad we're revising them right now.
So yeah, so much your perfect ones if you need to correct them.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes, right?
But she says she's also perfect.
I mean, it's only a court of law where someone could die.
Yeah.
If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. So,
Because
if I
that's
keep
when
pointing
insights
things out,
work.
maybe I can knock all of her insights out after all. See, it's
Yeah,
like with the crossover. It takes a lawyer coming about to actually challenge these views.
So yeah, you're starting to see why my nickname for Rafa is Miss Full of Shit, right?
Actually, yeah, this is going to be one of my concerns that I'll be voicing when we get to the final thoughts.
Wait, you mean the fact that she's just now being questioned? Because, well, that makes sense. Phoenix is the only lawyer right now.
No. I've got other concerns as well.
What, the whole she should be out for messing up?
And others.
She's a princess. She
No,
wouldn't
not
get kicked
just
out
relating
easily.
to rape.
Oh, I love this one. You can pause the vision. You can actually pause the pool of souls. Yeah, apparently the pool has a fucking pause button. I
know, right?
That's some fucking high-tech pool of vision right there. Like, seriously.
My concerns aren't all just on Rafa.
Yeah, oh, you mean the whole is this fake or not thing?
And other things. Don't worry, it's related to the game as a whole, not just Rafa.
Fair enough. But we'll talk about that after this last contradiction. But yeah, that's right, it's cool. Phoenix actually has the know-how to actually fast-forward, pause, or rewind through the vision.
Or maybe he's just commanding, Miss Full of Shit to do that in his
I wish this was a thing in the Lord of the Rings movies. Every time there's that thing where Frollo is watching some kind of vision with that magical woman thing, he could sped it up so it just gets the fuck out of the fucking movie.
And here we go. You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct?
Perfectly dark.
Of course. As anyone with eyes can see.
And you need your eyes checked.
Well, pardon me, but... I must disagree! There's that good old objection theme.
What?
Your benevolence? Please, take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain.
Oh!
Everything goes black and then, only after that, the victim feels pain. Something doesn't add up here.
Like I said, you're full of shit. Inconceivable!
Oh, I love that movie. But this places the order of events at odds with what you say happened.
So, what a great...
Polkonga!
What a great priestess you have. You can't even read...
What is the meaning of this?
What a great priestess you have. You can't even read the visions properly.
You're a very shitty fortune teller, you know. I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
We just proved it. We just proved that bullshit earlier.
Is what the defense says true? This is a very grave matter indeed.
You know, this is starting to feel more and more like the fans trying to...
Greatest contradiction is something we simply can't ignore.
Yeah.
I get the feeling Rafa always has his plan from the first step and never thinks ahead until Phoenix came about. Alright.
That's where her plan ended.
Even if I have to fight every person in this country,
Yes,
whatever means
Phoenix Wright
necessary,
versus the world.
I swear, I'll get Albie acquitted of his crime. Hey, if I can beat Galactus, how hard could it
Phoenix
be?
is a killing machine.
In the main game.
In the main game.
Of course.
Why
Woo!
1.2 billion Korain?
But we're not done yet. Trials without borders.
Anyway, there's what I was saying was one of the things that Japanese writers are great at is giving us a false first impression of a character, only then to suddenly reveal for some kind of awesome backstory that there is actually a much deeper reason for why the actor is, for why the character is the way he is. You'll see for yourself when we get to episode 47 of Yokai Watch with Whisper's backstory.
And you'll also see in Trials and Tribulations and Ace Attorney 4 and 5.
Yeah,
Healing Attorney. Healing Attorney? What?
seance trials, are we, in Karine?
And yes, Bayless actually have rifles and guns here.
There's a trial we just saw. Royal bullshitter.
Yeah.
I wonder what could have happened to make attorneys must be exterminated.
Oh,
Fantastical cases in the U.S. An international prosecutor of great spiritual attitude.
Nayuta
Mandy.
And a long-awaited reunion.
Yeah, well, in our case, like 9 years. Or 8 years.
Relative. Witness the series' greatest turnabouts yet.
Plot twist, they all suck.
Well, honestly, dudes, this game has 5 cases, so it's not going to succumb to the 4-case game syndrome.
I hope not. But anyway, that's the demo for Ace Attorney.
See you in court.
6. Yeah, Ace Attorney 6: Spirit of Justice. And seeing as how my thoughts are probably going to be the longest out of all of us, can I go first?
Sure.
Okay. In terms of gameplay, it looks promising enough. You know, you got proving the seances bullshit, and you've got the traditional stuff of, you know, the prosecuting and the cross examinations and stuff. And I'm glad that you have the traditional 5 life system back, so that you'll know that you're only going to lose X amount of lives as opposed to a random as all hell life bar.
Yep.
But my concerns about Rafer side. One of my biggest concerns that I've seen throughout all the trailers that I've seen is that it's got quite a lot to juggle. I mean, it's got the Karine conspiracy. It's got why Rafer's doing all this shit with Wright, about getting her stuff mixed up, and then later on you got all the stuff about Apollo and Athena trying to keep the office afloat, and then later on you got Dawn of Right Justice with Apollo and Phoenix near the end. My biggest concern is this game going to be able to juggle all of that, or is this? I'm hoping this doesn't become the gaming equivalent of Spider-Man 3, where it's trying to do so much stuff that you just get lost.
I'll share with you one of the criticisms I've actually heard, and no, this is not spoiling because I myself have not been spoiled. From what I've heard, people who've looked at the Japanese version, including critics of the game, one of the compliments is that everything surprisingly does manage to come together by the end. In fact, the only real complaint I've heard is the 4K, and that's just because it's filler, which honestly people still enjoy. But yeah, I mean, from what I've heard from the majority, everything does come together.
So basically, so what you're telling me, Jova, is in the fifth game, it was case number 2 that was kind of a fillerish in nature.
Yeah.
In this new game, it's the 4th one. That's what you're telling me.
Yep, that's what I've heard.
So basically, I still have to wait a bit longer for that one perfect Ace Attorney game where every single case is essential and
Ace Attorney 3 already did that.
Yeah, we could have done without the 3rd case.
And there is also Ace Attorney Investigations.
I liked the 3rd case. It was kind of unnecessary.
I didn't like it.
Well, it established a plot point, but we'll talk more about that when we get to that.
Moving on.
Okay, overall, it does look promising, although my concerns are still concerns.
Yeah, I've heard criticisms that are just your concerns, but then again, we'll not know for sure until we actually play the game now, will we?
Yeah, I mean, hell, for all I know, it might be a case of one man's treasure is another man's trash or something.
And admittedly, one of the critics was Famitsu.
Yeah, and yeah, they like everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I prefer don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a huge critic of cynicism, but I also not really keen on the other extreme either. I mean, hating everything is just completely unhealthy. But
you hear that, Yahtzee? Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
But so is liking.
I'm pretty sure he's doing it on purpose.
So is liking.
Even if he is Shiro, it doesn't change the fact that it's incredibly obnoxious. But
again, though, I will add.
Yeah. You can't be overly negative, but at the same time you also can't just be blind.
Again, I will add though that I have heard it from fans who have looked at the Japanese version though, so that does give me a swell of confidence. But hey, the game's coming out in about 2 weeks, so I'll be able to check out for myself. So what did you think of the music, Dwibs?
Well, there isn't enough music here for me to really judge. It's okay, but I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm really not big on the the theme that plays when the prosecution's discussing the case at first.
The logic and trick one, or whatever they're gonna call it.
The one you hear after the court intro theme.
Yeah, it's the logic theme.
Yeah, I'm not big on the logic theme in this game.
Yeah. What do you think of the objection theme?
It's basically the one from the third and the fifth game, just another remix.
Noriyuki Wadere loves that theme so much.
Yeah, although he's lucky that a lot of fans love it too. So, what about the cross-examination one?
Honestly, I can't remember it.
I kind of like the fact that Noriyuki Wadere decided to stick to just one permanent objection theme for each character, because I like it when characters have a consistent theme throughout the series. The whole new objection theme per game worked in the original trilogy, but that was because it was always just one main character. Now that we have 3 main characters, it makes sense for each of them to have their own theme.
And it makes sense for Phoenix's to be 2004 because Trials and Tribulations is the game where he becomes the definitive lawyer everyone knows and loves.
So yeah, overall, nice, but I've got some concerns. Anyway, who's next?
Sure, you go next.
Sure. Really like the music. I'm happy with the demo. I'm the only one who actually doesn't have any complaints yet, because I think this is just a demo. It's a little too early to complain about anything, plot-wise anyway.
What about the dance? Did you like the dance?
No, that was just boring.
Yeah. I will give Ace Attorney this, though. Apparently, this is like one of their first times ever motion capturing, along with Great Ace Attorney, so that might have something to do with it. I go as far as their first times motion capturing go. I like the dance, granted, as a marvel of showing how much they've evolved. And again, I've heard that the dance does get more elaborate with future cases, so I'm waiting to see that. I will admit, though, when you actually look at it, outside of Ace Attorney, never done it before, it is kind of dull. But I still find it a technological wonder. And go on, Shuai.
No, that's really it. Really, it's a pretty awesome demo.
Okay, Tio, how about them puns?
Well, aside from that, it was okay. I mean, again, I haven't played Dual Destinies yet, so I cannot, I guess, make a proper continuity judgment. But from what I've seen so far, it seems to be okay.
Okay, then, Pedro.
Basically, I'm pretty much like that. I love pretty much almost everything aside from, like I said, that. My thing is that what they should have done, and honestly, yeah, I get that it's kind of a more forgiving since their first time doing mocap, but at the same time, it's not that hard to figure out that you should have gotten a professional choreographer to do that scene, because that scene clearly was choreographed, directed by and overall put together by someone who clearly doesn't know the first thing about dancing.
Oh, actually, if I have to say something, is that I prefer the live bar over the 5 strikes thing, because in that way it gives more variety to the penalties you can give and gives more importance and significance to the your objection you give and the risks you run into for getting penalties. Here, just getting 1 strike off of a 5 list seems to be generic at best. I get it helps for newcomers, but I don't know. I don't see all that difficulty in the live bar.
I'm guessing it has to do something of upping the difficulty, and I guess if there's stuff like instant kills, so maybe show more than 1 exclamation point blinking.
Besides, from what I've seen, the game now has all these new features that help actually, like the backlog thing.
Yep, the backlog and a consult button, which I didn't
Back in my day, we had to do all this, and we actually liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, the people who put together that mocap scene clearly have no idea how dancing is supposed to work.
Unless that was
shorter, and I mean, we didn't know that. Before we'd only seen a shorter version of this, and I guess most of us assumed that's how long it was.
Mm-hmm.
But for it to go on this long was a little much.
Hence,
they should have, like I said, they should have gotten whoever choreographs Dream 5's dances. Anyway, yeah. Aside from that, it looks pretty awesome. Like I said, I'm really, really looking forward to see the history behind Rafa because she's so clearly full of shit. And I want to see how the game is going to try to justify this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's going. I'm not hating on Rafa or anything like that. And like what was assumed.
She's like Edgeworth when we first met him.
I'm liking what I'm liking Rafa just based on just how smug she looks and shit like that. It's just that I'm really curious to see where this is going to go.
Think of it like Edgeworth.
Definitely getting the game day one.
Yeah, think of it like Edgeworth, where the first time you met the guy, he was a smug
No, that's the
guy
thing, Joe.
But
despite how smug Edgeworth was, he was still a legit prosecutor. This woman is clearly a fake, a phony, and completely full of ass shit.
Well, because she's very high up, I'm expecting some blackmailing and some very typical things like that.
I got it. I got it, Sierra. You just gave me an idea. The reason they had all the lawyers killed is because they knew Rafa's secret, so she had them all executed.
But yeah, aside from that, I love pretty much everything. Go ahead.
Okay, that leaves me then. Yeah, as far as moderato cross-examination themes go, and yes, FYI, the soundtrack has leaked, so you can look at that. But yeah, I'll talk about the music in the demo.
I don't want to come across any spoilers in the names of the tracks.
Yeah, that's why I just always don't look at the comments when looking at the videos. But yeah, as far as moderato cross-examinations go, this may be a contender for my favorite and may actually knock 2004 off its pedestal for me. Yeah, I really like the remix of the theme, Objection 2004. I think this may be my favorite remix. Not quite sure if it's my favorite version, but it's still an awesome theme. Yeah, I actually like how the seance things go. It's like, well, it's got a level of complexity to it that I can definitely see them working with. At first, I thought it was just going to be like, oh, the mood matrix again, but they actually managed to change up a few things. See, whereas the mood matrix is emotions, this is actually the 5 senses, and this one you actually have to pay attention and you get to play video with the visions. That's awesome.
The mood matrix was emotions. This is motions. Just remove the E. Totally different.
Also, I would like to compliment how the graphics have once again managed to evolve. I mean, they pretty much have actually redone everyone's sprites from Dual Destinies, believe it or not. Like Phoenix's, Apollo's, Athena's. Oh yeah, right. Again, one thing I do like a bit better is like, well, how while the first objection is obviously obvious, it's a bit more subtle in that it's about the color and that, well, it's a 9-year-old kid making it. It's like, that's surprisingly not a thing often that they used to excuse some of the really objections. So yeah, that's nice. Writing is slick and nice. Yes, puns included. I love those. Yeah, I guess I can't really say much else into the full game, which I am hyped for thanks to this demo.
Definitely.
Alright.
Well, speak now or forever hold your peace. In the meantime, it's time for us to go, I guess.
See you then, everybody.
See ya.